Hello, it's Mickey Joe. How are we doing today? I know it's pretty shit weather. A good bit to talk about, not that much, but a good bit. As you know, the main thing is about we have a new chieftain. Uh, I could say worse, but we go with that for the moment. But basically, nothing's going to change. As long as always thought nothing's changed. Same bullshit, but different day, basically, and different post. One different furrow, use the word to describe it in terms of leader, one furrow. Um, so, yes. So where should we start, I suppose? I suppose we will start with Simon Harris when we get down. I give it a minute. We probably should put on some relaxing music in here. Also, just to say, if I'm toning my neck and stuff like that, and it looks funny and stuff like that, I was so. I suppose it's I don't even know what to call it. Something like a spot on my neck, and it's atrocious to kind of tone it. So if I'm toning weirdly, then that's the reason why. I can't fully tone really. They look and see what I'm doing. I hate these ads. I hate YouTube with the ads. We go with this one. We put on. See, the reason why I didn't play last stream, because I couldn't really hear myself take. I probably should turn it down because. There we go. Are we on live chat? Very good. No, just yeah, that's fine. That is that. That is good. 10th of April. Then for the 112th anniversary of the Titanic leaving Liverpool. Well, no, it was Southampton, wasn't it? Yeah, I can't remember, but I know this was around the time the Titanic sailed and stuff like that. You can nearly say the government of the Titanic at the moment. I think one TD actually did say it yesterday. I don't know who said it, but they were saying about we arranging the chairs on the Titanic because the ship's going down. So I can't remember who said that. Hello, Fiona. How are you doing? I seen you were amazed. Let's put that way by the pictures on the community post. Yeah. Hello, Gordon. I mean, no, but you always were, Harry. You always win. I think last stream we went 10 minutes before, like about 10 minutes, the 10-minute mark. So you're never really late. Let's put that way. There we go. I'm sorry, the notification went out, so that's good. So how are we all doing? I know it's been shitty weather. I hope everybody's doing well. Hello, GGG. It's been a good while since we were talking to you two. How are you doing? I've been keeping well, apart from the weather. Everything else is 100%. Thank you. It's just the weather was a bit shitty. But like it hasn't stopped raining all through March. It was just rain, and then it's just raining now. Like it's just like yesterday was not bad, but today's just been dreadful. So it's not going to be doesn't look like it's going to be a good summer now. To be told, because it just hasn't stopped raining. But apart from that, I'm okay. But how are you keeping, GG? Let me see. Sorry, I was thinking about something to we get started in a minute to talking about things. We just wait a second. Yesterday and today, very good to hear. That's great to hear. See, things work out. Preparing for exams. Oh yeah, well, I know the feeling. Yeah, exams are just nuisance. But should look at they'll be done with soon. Even when I was doing exams in school and stuff like that, you always were worried about it coming up, obviously. But as soon as it was over, it was gone. Basically, you fly through them. Basically, you don't even know. Like after the exam, it just flies through it. Let's put it that way. So I wouldn't worry about it. Just do your best, and that's the best thing. But I know it sucks. Exams suck. There shouldn't really be any exams, to be totally honest. Because it really proves nothing, to be totally honest. I think in terms of education, it should be like LCA. I don't know if you know of LCA. I done LCA in secondary school, Well, it's overtime. It's judgment every day of the week. Not judgment, but you get what I'm saying. You're assessed on everything that you do every day of the week, which is more better to be totally honest than being assessed on a few days. Um, if that makes any sense at all. But no, so that should be the way education should be in this country. For sure, look, it never will be under normal quality. I just toned that down a bit because I'm a bit. So how we are? I know a few other people just joined us. I hope everybody's well these days. Hopefully the weather will get a bit better and we can do some stuff outside, go for ponds and stuff like that. It'd be nicer. Because that's what I was planning to do this evening, yesterday. I thought it might be decent enough. But I was proven wrong because that was my plan. We go for a walk and live stream at the same time. But that didn't go well, because it's just pissing rain. I was out in the pissing rain all day and just not the best time to be going walks, especially with a phone and stuff like that. You just be drenched. But anyway, I think we should get started, Andrew. So where should I start? So I presume we should start with our good friend Simon Howes, who's the Taoiseach. The Taoiseach. So let's get started. The Third British Brigade, the Flying Columns. Oh no. Very soon, Aaron. Very soon. He'll soon be conscripted into that, I'm sure. But anyway, so I thought this was interesting. By the I listened to what Simon Howes had to say. It's just basically total bullshit. And the promise in this, the promise in that, the promise in the other. But you have to remember, there's less than 10 months or so of Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil and the Green Party. Takes with the God. But hopefully they don't get re-elected. But Sinn Féin probably in, and it'd be even worse. Like making totally promises in less than 10 months. That's impossible. Like the government, when they were getting elected, Leo and stuff, they made 100 billion promises, and they kept none. Let's put it that way. The only promise they kept is to look after the landlords, obviously, of course, because all them are landlords. So they cut the tax reductions for landlords and stuff like that, because of course they had to. And that's the only people that really benefit, and they benefit nobody else. So. But basically, Simon Howes, no offense to him as a person, but he's going to do fuck all. There'll be nothing done, basically. There's nothing going to change. It's just the same old bullshit. But just a different day and a different person. And nothing's going to change. So it's simple as that. It's just going to be the same old. But it's interesting to see how he's how he's trying to get the farmers back on board. But the farmers are sick of them. The farmers have enough of them. And they won't get them on board regardless of what they do, because they're pissed off the farmers now that they will not vote Fine Gael again. Simple as that. It's just impossible. They literally would have to sell them another arm and a leg, basically, to get them to vote Fine Gael. And the only reason, we all know the reason why they don't like Fine Gael, because Fine Gael used to be the farmers' party and they betrayed the farmers, utterly betrayed them. And not even that. Eamon Ryan, we get into Eamon Ryan and he's fucking talking absolute shit in the door yesterday. Like, he just woke up and somebody let him speak, which was a mistake. We're only warming up, Yeah, but I don't know. Whatever, I would have rather had a Humphreys. I know I'm probably biased, but I don't know about Simon Howes. I don't know. I don't think he's tough enough in terms of European level and stuff like that. Like the European Union, like German politicians, the German Chancellor and stuff will be bullying us around. I don't think Simon Howes is tough enough to kind of tell him to fuck off, basically. So basically, he'd be just bullied. Well, he'd be obviously following these masters, but like the apples. Let me see. So I suppose we talk about Eamon Ryan. So there's a few things I'd mention about Eamon. Obviously, Eamon Ryan needs this hate speech legislation in this country. Eamon Ryan needs to be found. He's the first person that's going to be sent to the gulag. Like, as you see, every single councillor, like you can see, and you can see it's funny here. His own coalition is laughing at. You can see Leo just laughing at him. Like, everybody's just laughing at Eamon Ryan. Like, nobody takes him serious. Like, nobody even his own government don't take him. So you can see Leo laughing at him. But I don't know. Eamon Ryan just woke up and he said that. But that's like definitely Helen McAtee needs to get the hate speech legislation out. And the first person that needs to be found is Eamon Ryan. And you see who the guy knocked him like a kind of all giggling at him. We're doing that already. Like I just thought it was it's all laughing among themselves, and everybody's laughing at him. His own party's laughing at him. Yeah, you just get, and it's not even that. When he was talking about climate change and stuff like that, and he's like, the government only warming up, and everybody was laughing. Like everybody, even his own coalition, are laughing at them. They're laughing at him. So what does the only Joe do? What does the farmers think? Yeah, he's only after waking up. That's what I thought. He only woke up, and that's what he came out with. Because nobody with it. Yeah, like the four Healy ways. If they got their way, they would have battered the shit out of him yesterday. Because they were just shouting at him like the Healy ways. Like Eamon Ryan's just away with the fairies. But sure, look at an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Exactly. Or so they're saying it. So I just want to talk about up in Monaghan at the moment. I was pointed to this earlier. So this is in what they call fucking Castlevania. Carrickmacross, sorry, not Castlevania. Fucking, I'm mixing up my Germans and Monaghan. So they're going to use an old pub for asylum seekers, so it's the direct provision sector. Now, Matt Cowtey's talking about this. Sinn Féin are actually speaking about it, like mad. So it's 50 Capricorn. I just went through myself because I briefly walked through it because I was at work and somebody said to me this. It's very little information about who's going to be put into it. But going by what I'm hearing at the moment, it's going to be all men, apparently. Allegedly, again, this is the thing. They haven't said who's going to be. Yeah, but to hang around the street. Yeah, that's all they say. There's nothing there for them. There's no... Like, the only thing they're going to be doing is hanging around. And nobody in Carrickmacross wants them, I don't think, there. Because there's queer issues up in Monaghan, and we're across the whole country, but it's queer issues in some parts of Monaghan with this kind of carry on happening. But not likely. I say they're not going to do it because a lot of people are very whiz up about it, which rightly so. But again, it's the fact of the matter. You think they will come out because the main thing at the moment people are worried about is they're not saying who it's as are they all women and children. Well, we heard the government many times saying, and then it turned out to be loads of young men turning up out of the blue in the middle of the night. But you think they would have said, "Oh, it's going to be women, or it's going to be men, or something like." Just say it what it is, because again, I'm sure they know. I'm sure even Matt Carty knows that there'll be rumors upon rumors upon rumors. You know. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's kind of only been proposed yet. It's only plans. It's not really in action yet. As far as I know, because I've been told a few things by the people there, that the place isn't done up. Like it's not big. There's no furniture really anything in it yet. So it'll take a while. But it's just kind of plans at the moment. But so I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. Again, I just wanted to report on the early what I heard. So we wait and see, anyway. We're not to anything yet until we see what happens. But again, it's the fact of the matter they won't come out and say. Like the main thing people want to know is whether know it's at least they know that's being considered now and stuff like that. But they're not saying who it's for, and that's what people are really worried about. And it's not even that too. I don't think people want them there. First of all, regardless of who it is, I don't think anybody wants them there. But we'll see. But I presume something will be done because we have to remember in less than 9 weeks' time at this stage, they'll be looking for a few votes, the councils in their area, and they won't want them to be put in before. So I would say they probably will wait if they're all going to do it until after the local authority election and the European election, because they won't do it and cause a huge uproar in the area. And no Fianna Fáil, no Fine Gael councillors, because there's 2 Fine Gael councillors in that area, and there's nearly 2 Fianna Fáil councillors as far as I know. And they don't want to probably lose those seats, so they won't do it yet. So they're probably just kind of putting it out there, We wait and see, Anna. We're not saying anymore because there's not really much else I can know at the moment about it. I just kind of know the basics. After 2 years, yeah. But see, it's interesting how the numbers, like imagine you're fleeing war in the morning now and only, and stuff like that. But it's interesting to see as soon as the numbers, like as soon as the money was cut, they're only getting 40 euro a week or something like that, some more maybe, in some regards, but 40, so they're only probably getting 40 euro a week, Ukrainian refugees to come over here. And it's funny how the numbers have literally went down by 50% straight away. So when the money goes, there's nobody to come to get it, basically. So the applications have gone down by 50% or so. Because there's no money in it. Before that, they were all coming saying, come to Ireland to get the biggest load of money ever. And that was the reason why. But it's not the case anymore. There's not as many coming as there used to be. Hello, Sean. How are we doing? But yeah, so look, we see what comes of it. But I just thought that was very interesting. Because imagine you're fleeing war and you're fleeing being killed and stuff like that, and you're more worried about what gives me more money and stuff like that. So everybody knows this is for years this has happened in the army and stuff like that. Like it's very common thing in the army to happen. This kind of carry on. It's a shame that happens, but it's rampant in the army. So thankfully, one post being brought up for this. He's been court-martialed, like it's not an only civilian tribunal. It's a military court, like what do you call it? Court-martialed, yeah, court-martialed. I couldn't think of it. So we see it there, but yeah, it's rampant in the army because this is 3 or 4 sexual assaults, like for sovereign members of the defense forces. So we see. There's a lot of them about. Not be well. I don't think like it has to be said. I don't think people want them first of all. As far as I can gather, people don't really want to have enough of this carry on. People like anybody just turning up in the middle with big posters and stuff like that. And in my opinion, regardless if it's women or children, turning up at the moment, they shouldn't be turning up. Nobody should be turning up to the country. We have taken in too many people, and that's the end of it. There's no more discussion about it. Unless somebody's literally fleeing with their life from the Taliban, take for example. Because they've said something in Afghanistan, their life is under immediate threat if we send them back to Afghanistan. But apart from that, full social. Oh, it's only for but it has gone down a bit. But it has gone down a bit because I've seen the numbers, and has seemed to drop off a bit briefly. Maybe not as much. Maybe it's not much. Maybe I thought, but it has dropped off a bit. From the things I've seen and stuff like that. Still coming out. Yeah, but at one point it was nearly 1,000 a week or something like that. It might be that actually. You could be right in that. But it has dropped, and as far as I know, looking at the files and the documents and stuff, it has dropped a bit. Not immensely, but a bit. So you see Papa Hackett is having a great time. Um, she's working for the Finnish intelligence office too. Um, everybody's working for the Finns. Like she was already in Finland. There's a whole parliamentary subcommittee in Ireland. Uh, like she's working for the Finns. No, but I do find it funny. Like a lot of these people who come into the country, they learn English pretty quickly. English is not that hard to learn. Um, but I always find it funny how they speak in their own languages and stuff like that, and the phones and stuff like that. They don't want anybody to hear what they're saying and stuff like that. So that's why they speak in a foreign language. To be totally honest, that's the way I see it. But there was a report, like a document from the Department of Justice, saying that like deportations, anybody that's supposed to be deported from the state, they should be ramped up immensely. So anybody who's been told to leave the state and stuff should be rampant. Basically, it should be like 100 times increased. Basically, like it's quick because obviously it takes long. It's a long process to deport. So, like nowadays in the state, it is you have to self-deportate, which is stupid. Like, why would you tell somebody to deport themselves? You should probably force them to deport themselves by getting two guards to bring them onto the plane and kick them onto the plane and say goodbye. Um, yeah, no, I do agree. This is sketchy enough. Um, um, so we see, but presume I don't know. We can see what happens. I know. Like a lot of like a few Ukrainians taking where was it? It was somewhere down the country. A few of them got up and left and decided to go back to their own country. Like they're not coming back because they couldn't get a house or something like that. So they up and left and went back to Ukraine. Imagine you flee the country and own fleeing persecution and war and stuff like that. But I'm going to back off back to Ukraine now because I can't get a house, basically. So they up and left, two or three of them. Which I thought was funny, because why would you go back to a country you say you're fleeing for war and then you're going to go back? It doesn't make any sense. But half of this doesn't make any sense. Jumping up and down. There's a sinkhole in Sandymount in Dublin. Very good. We have a sinkhole on the go. Are you sure it's not just a big pothole that was never fixed? Um, um, where am I? Bum, 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 bum. Where am I? Just trying to think, because there's other stuff I wanted to talk about, but I didn't have it ready. I might find it at some stage. Um, let me see. Oh yeah, did you say Sean and Aaron Uh, did you see anything about the GoFundMe? Uh, did you look into that? I suppose. Um, like, can you press the button and send a request or anything like that? Because I probably have to just send it back through paper, like send it through PayPal, whatever you paid. Well, give me a second. I'm actually doting here for a second. I'm going over here. Sorry, I'm just looking for my own YouTube channel. To get the community tab for a second. Yeah. Yep. Uh, yep. 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 Hello again. So yeah, mình pig gilly. So it was interesting this poll too. 8 people voted. So trust. Well, no surprise, trust. Well, trust and transparency is the most important thing in democracy, in my opinion. Yeah. So I'm sure people seeing this. The Greta Thunberg protest in England, at the United Nations, Germany, the Netherlands, Sweden. But interestingly, there's no picture for China. I wonder why. I wonder why she didn't go to China to protest in Tiananmen Square or anything like that. I wonder why, and China being the biggest polluter in the world, I wonder why, it's very peculiar. Because if I was Greta Thunberg, wouldn't you not think you would go to a country that is the most polluter in the world, because along with India, obviously, of course. You would think. But no, obviously, we all know the reason why, because they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't listen to Greta Thunberg and stuff like that. They should be locked away and never let out again. Because China obviously doesn't take too fondly to protesting against the Communist Party and stuff like that. So you wouldn't get off. You wouldn't get off it, and that's just a straight fact. In the Western world, you're allowed to do it and stuff like that. But you get off with a bit. In China, they wouldn't put up with it for much time. I hate the way this just reloads itself. We want none to do. Also, this is Santa Marina. Like the Irish mainstream media were having a fit. So we had a new Taoiseach, just to say new Prime Minister. He's 37. And I was just pointing out the fact that the media were saying, oh, he's the youngest Prime Minister ever. He's the youngest Prime Minister in Ireland. He's the youngest Prime Minister in Europe and stuff like that. We should all jump up and down and stuff like that. But I was like, yeah, you're forgetting about this woman. He's only 37. He looks like he's 102. No offense to Simon Howes, but he actually does look older. Like, I couldn't believe he was 37. I actually thought he was 50 or going into the 60s. Compared to somebody she's only 39 now, which looks around the same, really same age. Like, she's a bit older than Simon Howes by a bit. She's 39. But when she became Prime Minister, she was 31. Yeah. But no, it's a quite difference. I'm sure you've seen it there. I seen you commenting on it. So the Irish media can calm down, because they're all jumping up and down saying this is the youngest Prime Minister. So, well, what? What is this? Where are we talking about? What? I don't quite get your goal. It might be. Where is this, in Iran, or where are we talking about? Where is this? Give me a second now. The Irish Slimes. Yeah, so I think the Irish government have added Nigeria to the safe list and stuff like safe countries, like countries that are not in war into that. So you probably see applications dropping from Nigeria now. Yeah, well, my keypad hits for sure. Um, dun- Also, your local TD only is talking shit on news talk. Am I right in that? Yeah. Also, yeah, we have a new change. Like few minutes to some new like been switched around and stuff like. So basically, what they're trying to say here is here we all know what the Irish government wanted. Like they were jumping up and down when Russia invaded Ukraine, thinking that the Irish people overwhelmingly be saying, "Let's join NATO," and that didn't go well. Nobody wanted to be totally honest. There was a few NGOs and stuff like that had interests in the military-industrial complex and stuff like that, but it didn't work out well because the people of Ireland kind of looked at the situation were like, the defence forces is falling apart as we speak. Uh, it worked really bad. And obviously, the amount of money that we would have to spend to give to NATO and stuff like that would be probably billion, like God only knows, 4 or 5 billion a year. Wherever we're going to get 4 or 5 billion a year, have to come from somewhere. If we were going into NATO to give to NATO and stuff, and not even that. That's only give to NATO. Like not even talking about funding your own defence forces. Which would probably be another 5 billion. If we were going to do that. So your local TD is like, oh yeah, we should have a European army basically. We need to have, basically this is what they want. Like, we all know what they want. They want a European army, uh, and that's pretty much what it is. It's the European army. That's basically what it is in a nice way. Um, and basically the world to join NATO. They're quiet about that. So, but the simple thing is, uh, yeah, like as they say, like it was not Sam. It was Michal Martin that said it yesterday. That he said if a European Union nation was attacked, it's hard to know. Like in NATO's protocol, Article 9, isn't it? An attack on the one is an attack on all. I know that about NATO, but it's hard to know with the European Union what's the story. Does the whole European Union come to their assistance, or what happens? But I presume not. Like as I say, Ireland was in the Commonwealth in the Second World War, and Ireland didn't join the Second World War, obviously, and the Allies side. Um, so I presume at the end of the day, it's up to the government of the country if they do it. But it's not going to fare well for them, basically. Because whatever they do, the Irish people won't accept it. The only solution is to fund the defence forces here and give them a proper wage and stuff like that. Because it's very clear, and I've said it, I'm sure people know I'm blue in the face in saying it. It's very clear that our defence forces is not up to standard. They can't defend one county in the country. We do need a rapid performance in the defence force, etc. We don't need NATO. We don't. We can defend ourselves. But there needs to be a will to defend ourselves, basically. First of all, from the government, because obviously there needs to be loads of money pumped into the defence forces, um, just to fund, like to pay the men a proper salary. First of all, before we get anything else, that's the proper way to do it first. Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they couldn't really do much. Like in Finland, it was 70% for NATO. When Russia invaded Ukraine, which is a lot. 70%, and everybody in Parliament, both houses of Parliament in Finland, voted yes to join in NATO. So, um, you know, compared to here, it would meet a lot of opposition. Um, and not even that, a European Union, a European army too. A lot of people wouldn't be too fond of that here either. So, they can't really jump up and down. But the only solution is, and the government don't want to do that. They want either one of the two, join NATO or be in a European army. But the kind of all know that the Irish people would accept that. And we have to obviously be prepared to defend ourselves. But as I say, the government, I thought it was what they're trying to say is if another NATO European Union member was attacked, they will come to the assistance. Ireland will come to the assistance, which we won't. We shouldn't. Simple as that. Because we have really no obligation to defend any other country, even as a member of the European Union. Simple as that. Because no Irish, woman or man should go and die in another conflict in another part of the world or in Europe or wherever. It's only if somebody comes looking for a fight onto the island of Ireland uh, that we do it. Yeah, like as you see, we don't want a generation, a whole young generation going to their early graves. We don't want that. We were lucky to stay out of the Second World War. Uh, and we have to stay out of the next World War if it ever does come. But it does look likely to be some big conflict in the next 30 years at most, either between the West and China or the West and Russia. Uh, it's hard to know, but between one of the two. And obviously, we do, and as I say, we do need to invest in the defense. But we need to start now. If we're going to do it, we have to start now. And that's what it is. And the first thing we have to do, regardless about getting this, getting that, getting the other, is for like give the men and women of the defense forces a proper wage, give them money, like they have things to pay for. Do that, and then we can sort out getting things, weapons, and different things. But obviously, the first thing we should probably look into nearly soon enough is getting aircraft that can shoot things down, like fighter jets. That's the word to use, because we actually don't even have a fighter jet in the country to shoot down anything. Like we only got military radar, at least in fairness to the government, give them credit on this, about 100 years behind everybody else. But we finally kind of have military radar, which can see stuff that civilian like your radar can't see. So it's about time. Every other European country had it years before us, but we're finally only getting it now. So um, long overdue, may you say, because every other European nation had military radar compared to like Ireland's only getting it now. It's a joke. But at least we have it now. At least that's something. We have one thing sorted out. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. They just need a proper wage, and then we can sort out getting more men and stuff. Like the Irish Defence Force, I think at the moment is barely 8,000 men and women of Oak Creek and Heron. We need that probably to be conservative and stuff like that. I think the report said we need to get up to 15,000 active members of the Defence Forces, not in the reserve, but in the permanent Defence Forces. I would nearly say we should probably increase that two-forwards to 25,000. I know that sounds insane to increase to 25,000, especially because it'd be a huge cost to increase to 25,000. But I do think we need 25,000, both in the Navy and the Air Corps and the Army together combined. About 25,000. And now I know the state, even when in the early 2000s and stuff, the max strength of the defence forces was about 12,000 to 13,000, and then it obviously went down after the last years. Back in 2015 or so, and 2017 it was 10,000. Now it's going down to 8,000 or so. So it'd take a lot of men and women to recruit if we want to get the 25,000. But I think that's the range we should be at as a country. Which is a lot of manpower, but it will cost a lot. But we do kind of need to have a big army. Not so much in the seas and stuff, but we do need a few ships, and we do need military to shoot things down, basically, and probably like Patriot missiles or something like that, like them kind of missiles. We have nothing to shoot down anything, basically. A few javelins and stuff like that. That's it. But yeah, no, it's something we do need to kind of ramp up military preparedness. No bother, go and take care. Because as the old defence force report to the government commissioned, which I'm sure they know they're not stupid at how badly under threat it is. They can't defend one county in Ireland. That's as simple as that. That just tells you we need to kind of invest something heavily into defence forces when they can't even defend one county in Ireland. They couldn't defend Leitrim basically if the country was under attack. Without knowing the whole country, they couldn't defend one county in Ireland, just to say, and that's pretty bad. So in the union. But yeah, if Sean and everyone only is, but you probably didn't look into the GoFundMe thing. But I try and see maybe I might be able to close and it might automatically refund you and stuff. I have to look into that now later on. Uh, but I don't think it does that. I probably would just have to send you. We see how it works out because I want the kind to get it sorted out. We see how that goes. Tell it's 40 minutes. It's over that. This is 40 minutes. We won't be done, but we'll probably only be another 20 minutes anyway at most. We'll not be too long tonight now. We're not hanging about for too long. Um, um, so presume people have seen this in the community post. So again, Lie Anderson's getting some amount of coverage on this channel. But the government now in Finland, along with cutting, single parents and stuff like that, and people on disabilities and stuff like that, along with doing that, like, you know what, let's go and fuck over the pensioners, let's do that. And then obviously the fucking over other people too. But basically, they've lost the plot, the government in Finland. Like, they're now saying, oh, let's go and cut the pensioners. And the only thing they said when they were getting elected that they would do to be hard on immigration, in terms of immigration and stuff like that. And they wanted to leave the Europe, well, they wanted to try and leave the European Union. The true Finns, particularly, because the true Finns is basically controlling all this. And the true Finns is basically that was what they wanted, and you basically now they're doing, because they did promise. This is the thing: they promised that they wouldn't cut vulnerable people in society and stuff, like pensioners and stuff like that, and single parents and stuff like that, on social welfare and stuff like that. But basically, they're trying to fuck everybody over, basically. Isn't that great? Which is not right. Let's put it that way. As you can see, it isn't really on, because they're just kind of fucking everybody, which is very frightening. Yeah, like I know, like the Irish media and everybody call them a far right government, but you can kind of see it that everybody's thrown against them basically. The Social Democratic Party in Finland, like, it's going to be another. They're going to lose. They're not going to be re-elected. The government in Finland, the true Finns and stuff, they're never going to be re-elected. They kind of just shot themselves in the foot up in Fios, and they kind of fucked themselves up in Fios now. So we're back to the Social Democratic Party now in the next election, because they nearly are 10 points in front of the two government parties at the moment. Both the Conservative and I did see it. Not surprising, to be totally honest. It's kind of a well-known secret that the media and certain groups in them work hand in hand. Basically, it's not really anything new, basically, but it's just basically confirming the fact, basically. And especially when you know it's true and stuff like that, because you hear the media, it's just dead silence in the media. There's just nobody, like, apart from Grip Media, there's nowhere to be found, basically, a report on it from the mainstream media. But anyway, that's all I already say on the topic, but we kind of knew that already. Because it's all about false flags and stuff nowadays. With the game, we finished it. Yeah, I don't know. Did you see the last bit? I know you were dying to see the last bit of it. Unfortunately, I won't spoil anything. It was a bit of a somber ending, I suppose. But if you watch it, it's up on my channel. It was another about 40 minutes or so. But in fairness, it was a good enough game. I enjoyed it. It was only about 5 hours long, but it was good. Yeah, but I have a look at it later on because definitely see the ending of it. It's only about 40 minutes of it that you missed out, I suppose. Uh, yeah, do check it out because especially if you've seen all of it, like you were there for all of it, and I know I have apologies too because it was so late. We didn't finish that night; we had to finish the night afterwards. Um, do check it out, yeah, because you'd probably be a bit disheartened with the ending, but it was, you probably would just like to know the answers. But um, yeah, if they do like listen to me, only for a second, if they remake GTA 4 like they did Red Dead Redemption, 100% we playing GTA 4 playthrough, 100%, like it's guaranteed. But I'm just waiting for them to, if they ever do release it, if they do that, then 100% we'll be playing everything. We literally will try 100% again. How does that sound? Go through the pin and stuff doing that. Um, I suppose it has to be yet to be seen, but especially when you see this thing happen, we kind of all knew that it works hand in hand. But I suppose we wait and see as well. It all probably come out in the end anyway. So, um, uh, and also too, just when I was speaking about the far right government in Finland, they also cut childcare support and stuff like that. Um, so they're kind of fucking everybody. It's like, but the last thing I say on that is the main thing the true Finns ran on the Conservative Party was about immigration and stuff like that, and like you're going out of the European Union and stuff like that. But they basically are doing the opposite of what they wanted. They got the mandate for basically. Um, uh, you're between two streams at the moment. Um, well, you probably won't be here for much longer in your green face. We'll probably only here for another 10 minutes anyway. We won't be here that long tonight. Um, let me see. Um, so I'm just going to share this to one of you. So I talked about this before, but I think there's a law. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't really remember, but correct me that I'm wrong. There's a law now. There's a law now against this, like vandalizing or tampering with like defibrillators, public defibrillators and stuff like that. Now, obviously, these are life-saving equipment, and for people that I don't know why people can't just leave them alone. Basically, um, just let them fucking don't touch them. Basically, how hard is it not just to touch it and to mess with it and stuff like that? Like, why would you do that? I don't get these people to be doing it, and especially because it costs a lot of money to replace it and fix it and stuff like that. And they are life saving equipment, like they are. And for some of the tamper with them and stuff, it's just disrespect for and disingenuous to be totally honest with you. Like I don't get people who can not just fucking leave them alone, basically. I don't get it. Does anybody know why people just have a habit of fucking touching things? Like, why can you just not walk the other? If you have a problem with the thing, could you not just walk the other side of it? You know. Yeah, like wing boys. Yeah, it's kind. That's just the way it is. I know myself. Calvin County Cats have spent fuck knows how much money on replacing wing boys and stuff like that. Uh, like what they done now in Calvin, majority when you see them at rivers and stuff like that, they have them like the string. Like you literally would have to take the whole box with you to get it out, basically. Uh, but it's not that they're stealing; they're just damaging it. Like that, I know I've heard of people taking the wing boys and stuff like that. But they just take like in terms of take the wing boys. Like these, they're just damaged. They don't take them, but they damage it. You know, I don't get it, but I don't get why they can't just leave it alone. Basically, I just don't get it. Like that's criminal damage, but I think there's a certain law now brought in to do it because obviously needs to be something about it. Through the hands of Congress, the presidents. What was I going to say? Yeah, know about it. If anybody ever wants to give it to something, that's fine. Um, yeah, what was I going to say? So yeah, the Dáil debate. There was a Dáil. Obviously, the Dáil was in session today. So Simon Harris was basically away having a phone call with Vladimir Zelensky of Ukraine, and obviously, of course, Richie Sunak and stuff, the British Prime Minister. So that's why he wasn't in the Dáil today for leaders' questions. Um, which is unacceptable in a way too. Because to be totally honest, he should be more focused about what's happening here than worrying about what's happening um, in fucking Timbuktu. So the UN Migration Reform Act has been passed by the United, like the UN, like was passed in the European Parliament. Now, I don't really know what this means, but obviously, probably more people coming to the country. That's basically the gist of it. Um, as Victor Orban says here. Yeah, pretty much. Asylum claims would be examined more quickly. Oh, yeah, so basically, just let them in. That's basically what they're trying to say. We just let them in quicker, basically. Isn't that great? Dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. In the beauty of the living quiet, with the law in his bosom. What am I? There was something in Cavan I meant to talk about. I can't remember now. If I had a head, I'd be dangerous just to say it to people. I be dangerous, I be dangerous, I be dangerous no more. Du-du-du. So there is good news. So as you know, there's no respite care in Monaghan. There's no place for children to go with respite care for young adults and young children. They had to come. There's a place in Cavan and Gertill. It's closest to Monaghan, and it was only open a few days a week. So thankfully, they're going to have the new state of the art um, respite care in Monaghan, which is good. Which is great to see. It's good because a lot of children were suffering and parents were suffering. So it's about time. It's years in the making. So thankfully, they're all getting it. So it's good to see that they're getting it. It's going to be located in Cow. I keep getting Cow Cross and Castleblaney. I keep getting mixed up between the two of them. No, it's great to see that it's going to be better. It's a good investment. Let's put it that way. It's a good investment to our young people who suffer with that. It's better than spending on NGOs and stuff like that. So thankfully, that's good news. It'll probably take years before it ever comes to fruition, unfortunately. But it's good. It's good that it's being spent on that. Because as you know, 30 billion or something like that a year on NGO, 40 billion, sorry, maybe in NGOs a year. That's just a black hole. Basically, the money's just going into it. And the same with the HSE, the money just seems to go into the HSE and never is found again. So it's a good investment. What is happening in the doll at the moment, though? Just give me a second. Let's see what they're discussing about in the doll. Just want to see. Doll Aaron. Unnecessary. It's not really a hospital for respite care. It's not really a hospital. It's just a respite care center for young people, particularly for young people, which is good because, as you know, there's loads of young people suffering. Like there's a video I shared of a young lad. I think it wasn't in Clonus. They had to go to Cavan a few days with the son. So thankfully they have their own set with Monaghan. Future Ireland Fund and Infrastructure Climate Nature Building. 8,000 million euro. What? 8,000 million euro. Also, interesting. I love the way it all well Irish flags. Isn't that great? You think just calm down for a second. I love the way the Irish politicians don't see. None of them wear a small pin of an Irish flag on it, or even the Fáinne, as we were saying the other day. None of them wear it. They all wear this big United Nations global agendas. They wear the economic forum basically sign. Why does he wear this to draw? I don't get. I don't get. I know you can't hear him, but I don't get why they wear these. Then Shannon Howley's life, is it? Don't take some. Oh no, it's not into the market. Fair enough. Um. So yeah, we'll probably be going in a second or two. I just pause this. So is there anything else anybody wants to say before we go tonight? Or anything else anybody wants to bring to my attention? Um. There's probably 100 billion things I meant to talk about. Um. Easterly, yeah. Well, that's basically, they get offended by it, obviously. Anything that's Irish, they get offended by. Having a Cavan Day, we haven't specifically Cavan Day. like on the channel you're talking about the Celtic Kids. But yeah, I think they are having some kind of having it. I don't know much more to be totally honest. I presume it'll be sometime in September or something like that. They're having it. Again, I haven't been involved with it the last year or this year, and I don't really intend to get involved with it this year. So you know, I don't really intend to. I'd like to get involved with it. I wish we could, but I don't think so. But if I hear anything, there hasn't been anything said about it yet. I heard different things, but there's nothing confirmed. Until listen to excuse me. Town Chilton. What is that? What are you doing? Which what? Oh, no, sorry, excuse me. Sorry, I might be brain dead for a second. Jeez, that's a nice way to describe somebody's daughter. I bring up my Finnish handles now. What? What twin? What about the Twin Towers? The Mona Lisa. Yes, it's the Mona Lisa. Of course. We're getting started on this now. Um. So. Um. Um. Far right. To make a twin town. Oh, a twin town. You're talking about like a Greek town. Well, the county, like the county, not so much Butler's Bridge, but the county does have a good relationship. What they call it with a town in New York. I cannot, I never think of, but they do have like a pact with a town in New York, like a small place. We have a what do you call him? What do you call the fellow that fought in the American Civil War? He was a captain in the American Civil War, in the Union Army, and there's a bridge and everything named after. I can't think of it now, but technically, Cavan has a relationship with that. And then there's a place in Germany where there actually is a Cavan councillor, uh, in a council in uh, like somebody from Cavan that's a council in Germany, and we have a relationship like there's a plaque and everything with the council's logo, and everything on it in Germany, in that town in Germany. Um, and the same in New York. So they'll be technically the county's twin towns. Like pen towns, I suppose we call them. A relationship, we have a good relationship, like brother towns, I suppose. Um, and I don't know, Buttersbridge wouldn't have that kind of connection with any town. Not that I know of, anyway. It's the county more than anything has town like connections. No, I have to find it out. It's somewhere in Bohemia or somewhere. I can I like the council. Like she's from Ballyheirs. I know her family. Um, like they were just over here too when he was Smith and stuff like that. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Sorry, I'm dozing a bit here, I think. Sorry, I'll find out about the German one first then. Fine. Let me just give me a second now. Fucking, I must be going stupid. I have to think about this that way. I should know this, but I'm that dopey that I don't remember these things. Uh, yeah, I think I know now. So I have to actually ask somebody because I can't really remember. Like I'd seen, I remember the cavan dating them talking and stuff. Yeah, remember I wasn't talking to them, but give me a second. So I'm just looking into other stuff, because I'm just doting. I think a bit. To be very honest, like I don't be paying attention too much to these things. I should probably be paying attention, but sorry. Just talk among yourselves for a second. Okay. Radio. I found the article. Uh, I think I talked about this before, but see, it's hard to remember when it's in your mind. So this is last year, I think, the year before. John Pavin was the Lord Mayor. Yeah. Then, uh, so this is it, and this is the place I'm talking about in Germany. This area, admissibility in Germany. Like we have a relationship with this. Yeah. So say Killian is basically from there. Technically speaking, like I knew that, but I couldn't think of the name of the area. 7 centuries. As I say, it's a long relationship, but I couldn't remember it. I couldn't remember what part of Germany. So there's a councillor, as I say, she's from Ballyhitch, just down the road there. And Duggan, the part of the Duggan family. I know her, I knew her cousins and stuff. So we do have a relationship with them. Now, yeah. So that's it. There, yeah. So if you go to a place, particularly in this area, they have a plaque and everything with the county. They have a flag actually too, I think, up off the county. I look up the New York one now. Can't remember. I'm doting, I think, a bit. So like I knew about say Killian and stuff like that. They were just over here too, the representatives of that area. Give me a second. I try and get the picture now. I remember seeing it the other day. Just only the other day. God only knows where it is now. We love the European Union. I'm sure we do. Said no one. I have to find this now. Sorry, give me like this is just tedious. I should pay a bit more attention to these things. Oh, where am I here? Sorry, I'm doting. Actually, I'm doting's up in Fios. Piglet. Let me find it. I'm actually doting's up in Fios again. Yeah, if I knew I wasn't doting. That they were here. So this is from Lee Smith and stuff like that. This is a came to Muller. So this is a group from Germany that came over the other day. So we do have a good relationship with this, like this area of Germany, particularly. I don't know. I think it's in Saxony. I think. So we do have a productive relationship with them. They were. I think they're still here because that was only the other day. Not to the toe. The find about this city, it's one chest though, isn't it? Yeah, it's one chest though, isn't it? Yeah, it's one chest. That's the place. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll try and get this now. I know the it's one chest though. Yeah, I remember because we wrote to the mail and stuff. I remember that. I remember the one now here. I can remember. I should probably remember this. It's just far too much I have to think about. Like, I just don't have a brain. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, I couldn't take that for the life of me. I couldn't think of it. Yeah, but there's people that they're not happy with the British tourists and stuff like that, and with some of the Spanish islands. Yeah, so I'm sure people have seen, but this Henry O'Rourke. It's one Chester. This is where Cavan has a relationship with one Chester in New York. There's even the bridge and everything named after him. As you know, he was born in 1959. He only died at 26 years. He died at the Battle of Gettysburg. Here's the bridge, the O'Rourke Bridge. So Cavan has a good relationship with Manchester, like this city. So we have a good relationship with them. So they'd be technically our sister cities. It's a big city compared to probably that area in Germany. Was he in the Confederacy? No, he was in the Union. Sure. Why would he be? He was definitely the Union. No, because he went to New York and stuff like that. He wasn't in the South. Which side are you on? Which side are you on? Oh, he was in the Union. He was there. He was in the Union because he lived in New York. He lived in Rochester. So, when he moved from here, went off from here to America, he moved to Rochester. So that's why we have a because he's from Rochester. You know. And New York was a part of the Union. It wasn't a part of the South. And at least in whatever history book I read, that New York wasn't in the South, wasn't in the Confederacy, as far as I'm aware. I know there was a lot more in the Union Army now, because obviously Boston and New York and stuff all were in the Union, like in the Union sector. So there's probably more soldiers in the Union Army, Irish soldiers. There was a whole the Irish division and stuff, the 69th, in the Union Army and stuff like that. As President Kennedy said, the best fighting force in the Union Army. So definitely, there's definitely more in there. There was obviously some in the Confederacy, but obviously there wouldn't be that many Irish really down south during that fight. It'd be more up north, because obviously that's where the Irish communities really were, Boston and New York, all along that part of the United States. Not so much in the south that point of time. Mainly probably now it is, but not so much probably back then. Yeah, probably down to the Richmonds maybe. But you know yourself, the first port of call, like when they came from Ireland, because obviously there was no airplanes or anything, they had to go through New York, and a lot of them stayed in New York or stayed in Boston, um, and pretty much the same today. So that's pretty much it. Where did I see? Just trying to think. There was 200. I remember seeing a figure. There was 250,000 or something Irish who fought for the Union Army. Because obviously America was just full at the time of Irish people. Um, it was really just after the famine. 1845 was the famine. The American Civil War kicked off in 1860. So a lot of Irish would have left, and the rest is history. Yeah, but not to the extent extent. But obviously there was. I'm not saying there wasn't on the Confederate side, but there was that, but mainly on the Union side. Because again, the majority of Irish people really lived in the north. But definitely there was. I can think of a few that were from the Confederacy and stuff like that. Which side are you on? Yeah, but obviously, as I say, not as much as the Union side. Yeah, I probably wouldn't know much about the Irish, like the Irish thing. But no, it's like if you go to Dáil Éireann, I think still to this day, like President Kennedy, when he came to Ireland, gives the flag of the 69th Division, Regiment, I suppose it was called back then. Um, um, like there's it's probably still in Dáil Éireann, basically. But anyway, we'll probably leave it there for tonight because that's where it is. That answers your question, Aaron only. Yeah, definitely. Like don't visit Rome. Just to say, at the moment, because it's just full of scams. I've seen billions of scams. So yeah, just briefly talk about this before I go. So if you go to Rome, anybody going to Rome, um, there's a necklace scam where they try and pretend a monk or something like that, giving you a free necklace, but make you pay for it. And then there's a scam where they put pictures and stuff, which are just basic drawings, but they're not worth anything, on the ground so people can walk on them, so they'll be able to say, you have to pay for that, give me full price because you damaged it, stuff like that, even though they're not worth fucking tuppence. And then there's many other scams, like just pickpockets in general in Rome are just fucking a pickpocket, only Johnny pickpocket or stuff like that. Yes, the A4 page, yes, exactly. There are comments. Oh, fairness too, yeah. But I think they happen in Rome too, as far as I think. But yeah, Italy's just full of scams too. Yeah. But yeah, the Italian police are just incompetent. They say pretty much the same as Bangladesh, they just won't care. But yeah, it's just basically they have like shit, basically, like when this is obviously a work of art behind me. But say they had a photo, like just an only picture of this, and they put it on the ground and putting in people's way in some very busy areas. Take, for example, you go to Grafton Street in the morning or Connor Street, the footpaths are be fucking crammed, basically. And you just print out something from a photocopier that's only about 50 cents and you put it on the ground and pretend it's all nice and lolly doll and stuff like that. And you put it on the ground in places where people be walking, hundreds of people walking every second. You know, it's insane. But you get what I'm saying. That's a common thing in Rome and in the past. As ceremonies, I think fairness, but I think it's in Rome too. It happens. Like I think that scam happens for that. Whatever about the bracelet scam, but that's I've seen. There's other things I've seen, but I can't really remember. Uh, yeah, I can't really remember any of the rest of them. There's other ones I've seen. Um, I actually can't remember. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it. you know, uh, Yeah, I can't really know. I can't remember any of the rest because I did see videos on it. I can't remember. Don't know if that one. No, I can't remember. I'm just going by what I remember seeing. I remember watching a video about it, but I can't remember. But I didn't pay any attention because I don't ever intend to really go to Italy. It never really interests me, Italy and stuff like that. So never really interests me. So I don't think you ever see me going to Italy now. So I just never really vibe with me. Um, yeah, never really vibe with me. So I don't ever intend really to go. And apparently, but I say maybe in Greece they're probably a bit more better when combating these scams. Yeah, I suppose I suppose so because Rome would be one of them cities where there's a lot of tourists going because it's not that deal of a country. Italy's not that deal technically. Uh, it probably is infuriating with the amount of tourists and stuff like that. But at the same time, they're kind of giving money to the local economy and stuff like that. It's the same in Ireland. Like a lot of sectors rely on tourists. Um, you know, sure, only for tourists coming here and stuff like that. Dublin wouldn't have really anybody. Like same with Tepper Bar, only for tourists. Tepper Bar wouldn't be open basically. Um, but you get what I'm saying. Um, but again, the vast majority of people go as tourists and stuff. The countries are very pleasant and stuff. They're not ignorant to people. And oh, geez, too much information. What bags getting? Yeah, I think I've seen something about that. Something, but yeah, I've seen something about that now. What you're talking about, John. I can't remember I seen it, but I did see some video on that one stage. Um, but anyway, here I leave it there on it for the moment. I don't really intend to go to Italy at any stage. I don't think you see me with Georgia Maloney or into that. I'm not going to switch to Georgia Maloney. Don't worry about that. We're not going to have a picture of Georgia Maloney behind me at any stage. So we already have the Mona Lisa. We don't want any other pictures. So I don't intend to switch ladies. Let's put that way. In Italy, I don't think she'd be in Italy now. Um, uh, I'm told, but I don't intend to go to Milan anyway. So I don't really intend to. Um, San Mo, yeah, we go to San Mo, yeah. Uh, so anyway, we leave it there for the moment. So thank you for watching, subscribe for more, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. And I talk to you. I probably will have a few videos up. I have a review probably of Firewatch coming soon. Probably today. It'll probably be done tomorrow, maybe. And a few other videos. So there'll be probably a few videos up the next few days, and then we'll be back probably Saturday live. So we live in then. I liked Physical, but my sister said it was very dirty. Probably years, yeah. I can't say much. I never really seen much on it, but the majority of Europe, we're going by a study, uh, is not the nicest, at the moment. The only place that really I see at the moment, like going by, like I seen a study online about it, is the Scandinavia. Well, not so much Sweden. Sweden's not on it, but Denmark, Norway, Finland. They're all pretty high up on it, like in terms of cleanness and stuff like that. and the Netherlands too. Like they're the main two countries that are like the countries that are the cleanest. Like and the Benelux is what we call Luxembourg was in it too, but sure, Luxembourg only one small place. Uh, Belarus. So I don't think many people go to Belarus, but okay. Because I wouldn't really go to Belarus to be totally honest. But we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Scott more. Yeah, majority places that are nice are really expensive. That's the unfortunate thing. See, that's why because Rome is cheap, like it's cheap enough Italy and stuff like that. Same with Athens. All them countries are kind of cheap countries. Nobody be going to the Scandinavian countries and that, like Norway and Denmark and Finland. They're all very expensive countries. Same with the Netherlands and stuff. They're all they're expensive. No, not many people would go. That's where they go to Spain and Portugal and stuff. It's cheap and the weather's nice and stuff. Yeah, we don't even go to Egypt. Just don't go to Egypt. Yeah, that's just no bueno there. But anyway, leave it there. Thank you for watching. Have a good night and take care and bye.